Howdy, y'all, and welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy, of course, and here we are today doing another brew review. If you're new, come on in, partner. Have a seat. All my returning old dogs. Let's go ahead and get it, shall we? Let's get her. So today we're doing a brew review of the Independence Brewing Company Native Texan Pilsner, 12 fluid ounces. She's a little bit sweaty. It's okay, we like them a little bit sweaty. What's that? Oh, it's got a... Oh, it's the way that I was feeling it. It's like laser etched, I suppose, and you can feel it on the can. It's not like a regular print or something like that. It's like laser etched. Kind of interesting. But, beer brewed by Independence Brewing Company, Austin, Texas, independencebrewing.com. Don't really need any of that. None of that's really pertinent. And, yeah. Oh, sorry. 5% alcohol by volume, which is pretty standard for your average domestic, sometimes craft beers as well. Let's get it cracked, shall we? Yeah. Okay, so I got a little bit on the equipment. Anywho, you know how it goes. Let's do it. So if you're new to the channel, whenever I do it, you focus on what you're doing, not the camera. Whenever I do a brew review, I do a one and done. I try and find singles if I can. But if I want to continue just trying to keep it singles, I got to go way out of range to my not so locally convenient Total Wine and More in northern San Antonio. But while that head, let me see if I can't get you up close and personal with that head. So nice and foamy. Slightly oily. We'll see what that comes out in for just a moment. It usually takes a moment or two for it to develop a sort of like a shiny, like oily type of covering to it. But while it gives that another moment, this is a German style Pilsner. It comes out of 36 IBUs. And they say they use a combination of German and Czech hops. Here's the sad thing about this. I was unable to scrounge up any nutritional information. But just in case, let's go ahead and do this. If I can pull it up before I actually, when I do all the editing and whatnot, if I can manage to find it, which I'll make a point to, we'll put it right here. And if that didn't show up, I just look like a fool. Anyways, so I paid $2.48 out the door from my not so local Total Wine and More. Yeah, this was one of the ones I went on a haul over the weekend. I think it was about 2 weekends ago, and got a whole bunch of brews and picked up a couple of bottles that were exclusive to Total Wine. And yeah, so on the website it says 5.2%. Where here on the can it just says 5.0. So I was about to break into some vanilla ice, rolling in my 5.0. But anyways, let's get it on the nose. There's a sort of a meaty sausage, bready, yeasty, and that's what I usually get from most Pilsners, is it has a combination of sort of like a meaty, sausagey, sort of bready, yeasty. Not so much on the hops, but it's more like a yeast, like a sausage. Let's go ahead and get on the palate. Okay, that's interesting. It's got a weird sort of creaminess and a little bit of foaminess too as well. It's actually nice. I'm going to get one more. Oh, that's nice. Now I'm definitely going to need to know the nutritional information. Here, go ahead and have some. Right? That's pretty nice. The nose is nice. I like that duality between the sausage and the yeast. Of yeasty breadiness. On the palate, like I said, you get a lot of like some creaminess and some like foaminess right up front. It's relatively on the lighter side. You're getting at least a solid 5% alcohol by volume. Plenty out there who give you just below 5. You know, I'm thinking, I'm trying to pick out any kind of flavors, but I'd say it's probably one of the better Pilsners I've ever had. I mean, for the price point, $2.48 is a little high for a single 12 ounce, but definitely would cost you a little bit less, probably closer to $2 a can if you bought it in like a 12 pack. I think I've seen these in tall boys or the stovepipes. I've seen her in the taller cans, and I think I've seen them in other variations. I can't quite remember. I don't think I've ever seen this in a bottle. I think it's only in cans, so therefore you're talking probably a 12 pack. I don't think they make 6-pack cans unless they're craft. Then it's usually 4. But yeah, this is actually kind of nice. The finish is relatively clean. I do get some creaminess on the sides as it churns between the tongue and the cheek. There's no dryness. And it says 36 for the IBU. I don't know. Maybe I just don't quite understand their version of bitter. Because it's not really bitter at all. It's not really bitter at all. Let's go ahead and have one more. That's nice. I like that. Now I'm going to have to compare this to... Well, after I figure out the nutritional information, I'll have to figure out how this would compare to some light brews. That's nice. I like that. That's pretty easy. It's pretty, I don't want to say tame. Not really robust at all, but like I said, it's not trying to push and be something it's not. It's just sitting there, and it's nice. Anywho, let's put a score on it. Ooh, man. Geez. Without knowing the nutritional information, I'm going to have to say a weak 4 out of 5. If it's relatively on the lower end for the calories and the carb count, I might bump that up to a solid 4 out of 5. Okay, so my fair price on this, $2.50 for a 12-ounce can. It's kind of a stretch. We see a lot of tall boys, and especially the stovepipes, boasting roughly around there between like $2.50 to $3 for the can. But then they get the craft stuff that pumps it up a little bit more over the $3 mark. But yeah, that's kind of on the higher end for a 12-ounce can, but it's not like we haven't done it before. But yeah, I'd buy this again. And in fact, I might actually seek it out. After looking up the nutritional information, I might seek that out and see what kind of other offerings. Like I said, I think I've seen these in the taller cans. And since they're only in cans, I think it would only come in a 12-pack or more. I don't know. But anywho, if you liked the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you have not subscribed to the channel as of yet, go ahead and do so while you're there. That way these videos will come right to you as soon as I release them. And there it is. In the comment section, I'd like to know, what do you think about the native Texan Pilsner? Have you had it? Have you heard about it? I'd also like to know where you're at. What are you currently drinking? And as always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. Have a good one, y'all.